Hi, I'm making another video that nobody's gonna watch. Again, announcement for the channel. So BFDIC is gonna be put on an enormous hiatus because I forgot to make the cutouts, first of all. Second of all, there's also gonna be another show coming out that I'm making. This time not BFDI characters, but my own characters. It's gonna be animated on Flip-A-Clip, so you will be seeing that terrible watermark and have terrible audio quality. Suck it up and fucking deal with it. Yeah, it's called Objects because I couldn't think of a better name 2 years ago when I came with the concept. And yeah, it's gonna have 20 contestants, all battling for a wish for anything. 2 hosts. Characters will be announced soon. Just give me a minute to explain this first. So basically, the show's gonna work like this. Okay, let me adjust the camera so I can have more room to walk around. Actually, I just propped up on a bunch of boxes. Is that better? Yeah, see there's no like white blowout from the fan, because like when you point it at this and it just blows out all of like that. Nobody wants that. But okay, look. Also, shout out to my mom. She made a cool painting. Look, so we're gonna have 20 different contestants, and we're gonna have 2 teams. I'll be using Google Forms for you guys to vote. So I'm gonna explain how this works. It's highly inspired by BFDI. So 20 contestants, one prize. Wish for anything you want, that kind of stuff. So the invites will be sent out soon to our contestants, and first I'll announce our hosts, because why not? So our first host is yours truly, except I'm gonna look like a stick figure for some reason. I'm just gonna like record myself doing something and just trace it over with a stick figure body, because why not? His name will be Stick, and he will be the main host of the show. Sorry. Our next one is ChatGPT is our co-host. Kind of. See, I'm using ChatGPT to help me out with the show's running. She'll help me out with concepts and stuff, and will even be our co-host constantly. She'll be inhabiting the body of a Game Boy, like an enlarged Game Boy console. So, yeah, she's just gonna like chill out with us. ChatGPT writes all of her dialogue, in fact, because I thought, why not have a robot be written by a robot? I mean, it sounds like a cool concept, doesn't it? And finally, our contestants. Contestant number 1, we're going in alphabetical order here. Bali. Bali is a red ball, obviously. And, well, she likes bouncing. She's a simple character. I will not be announcing teams because I want that to still be a bit of a surprise for like the pilot to release. Paintball Mayhem is going to be the pilot episode. I predict probably like 25 episodes like BFDI, maybe 20 episodes, who knows. I guess 26 if you count the 2-part first episode, because like BFDI, it's going to be like part 1 is the challenge to decide the team leaders, and then part 2 is going to be like the challenge itself, the first team challenge. Challenges are planned out for those 2 and for episode 2, so I got work cut out. But Bali, she kind of just likes bouncing around. She has a shorter temper, but she's harmless. She's a bouncy ball. Next is Banana. What the fuck? Excuse me. Anyways, contestant number 2 will be Banana. Actually, the first character I created when I was thinking of the show. Banana, she's Kabi's best friend. We'll get to Kabi in a minute. She's a banana, of course. And she's just your average guy. She's pretty fun. She'll always do a challenge if needed to, and she doesn't back down from a challenge somebody else might give to her. Now I'm gonna go real quickly look up the other contestants so I can be able to do this. Oh yeah, screw the alphabetical order thing. I'm not sorting those right now. I had a document I made at school, but I forgot to share it to my main account, and I don't have access to my school account here. So we're just gonna just explain them in whatever order I want to. So next will be Kabi, Banana's best friend. He was mentioned earlier. Kabi, of course, best friend and everything. Not he's a lot like Banana, which is why they're best friends. They always kind of stick together no matter what, and they're basically inseparable. They've known each other since kindergarten. Both are like they were roommates in their apartment in Objectopolis, because that's where everyone lives. And yeah, he's just cool. Possibly one of my favorites that I've made, but no bias in the challenges or anything. Next, I think we'll go with T-Bone. T-Bone, he's a lot like Eraser, kind of like blocky too. He was heavily inspired by the two of them. You know, he's impatient, a bit of a jock, kind of a jerk, and likes bullying contestants out of pure fun, because he has a broken sense of humor that makes his pain equal funny. So he kind of just torments everyone. So yeah, sorry to anybody who has to suffer the wrath of T-Bone. Next will be, let's just go with T-Bone's main victim, Paper. No, she's not a sheet of notebook paper like the paper from Inanimate Insanity, but she's just a nice little sheet of paper. Paper, she doesn't have too much going for her. She's really protective of the smaller contestants who don't really have much going for them, and she likes helping out people if needed. She's generally empathetic, but if she doesn't like somebody, she will make that pretty clear to them. Yeah, it's pretty insane. I think next we'll be going with the one Paper obsesses over, Beanie. Beanie, he's basically just a baby. But Paper likes to protect him, make sure he doesn't get hurt, because, he's just a little kid. She doesn't want to get hurt. Don't worry if they die, though, recovery has to exist in this world. But Beanie is generally a just baby, not really much to him. Always protected by Paper. Next will be Crayony, is the next one I'll describe. Crayony was another one of the earliest ones I developed. He's an orange crayon. He always talks like this, so here's a sneak peek of his voice, I guess. He acts like a little kid despite the fact that he's 39. And yeah, he's just a Crayola brand crayon who really likes doodling and acting like a small child. Next is Pancake. Pancake. She's impatient sometimes, but she's a lot like Paper, but a lot more impatient, basically. I've been having a hard time thinking of concepts for personality, so I reused a lot of aspects from Paper on Pancake. Yeah, Pancake's just simple. Not much to her. There's also Beanbag. Beanbag is our first contestant with no legs. Beanie doesn't have arms and stuff like that. So I've mentioned a couple that don't have specific limbs, but she does not have any arm or legs. She's learned to be, she's super athletic and way more impatient than Pancake will ever be. Fair warning, by the way, if bringing her up will remind me of this. There will be cursing, bad language, bad language, there will be very crude humor, a lot of murder involved. It'll be more of a PG-13 show than most object shows are. Keep that in mind. But Beanbag, she's athletic, she's impatient, and she really knows how to get the job done when she needs to murder somebody. Why not go over her best friend, Batty? Batty's a simple guy, and yeah, I don't know what else to say for him. He's Beanbag's best friend, obviously, like I said. And he's basically the one who keeps her under control whenever she's trying to go insane and murder somebody again. But he does know when to release her into her rabid mode whenever he needs to. He's always pretty nice to people and is just kind of just a normal guy. Next is Meatball. He's more of a jock than a jerk, compared to T-Bone. Well, T-Bone's mostly a jerk. He's more of Meatball's more of a jock. He still cares for people, but he's still pretty tough. So he's basically a better version of Meatball, and he's not as much of a dick to everybody. We'll go with his buddy Coffee. So Coffee, he's pretty worrisome. he doesn't do too well in a lot of places, but Meatball just kind of tags up with him to keep him in line and make sure he doesn't get hurt or panic at all. Yeah, Coffee's a pretty worrisome guy. Third member of the trio, Fruit Loop. She's a notorious TikToker. She's only like my age, 14. And she kind of still, of course, still lives with her parents. She just makes TikToks all the time. She's just basically your average teenage girl. She says like a lot, literally. Goes on TikTok a lot, spends a lot of time on her phone. But she's gonna be less unlikable compared to, you know, Salt and Pepper, Match and Pencil, characters like that from other shows. Who else we got? It was Stapler. Stapler, he can be pretty sassy, but he can also be pretty helpful at times. He also, the running gag is that nobody knows what he's saying sometimes, because, you know, he has a speech impediment because of the way staplers move. That's where his mouth is. He often talks like this, so don't freaking understand him too often. You probably have no idea what he just said, did you? You disgust me. Then there's Battery. He doesn't do too much. Or she doesn't do too much, sorry. She's just kind of another character here. She does have thunder powers, though. She doesn't talk or anything, but again, more of like a little kid compared to like everyone else. Kind of like a mentality mixture of Crayony and Beanie, kind of. Also for no confusion, Beanie is not a beanie, he is a bean. Then there's Twistery, she's our largest contestant. She's of course a twister. She has a very, very, very short temper. Like an inch tall temper. That was the dumbest fucking analogy I've ever made. She's really impatient, she's really like rude to people, and all of her sentences she is yelling. She was inspired a bit by Fanny, but made to be more of a dick than Fanny. Sorry, I got something on my shoe. Who's next? Scribby. Similar running gag is that nobody knows what he's saying. He's completely voiced by me blowing into the mic. He doesn't even have limbs, he's just a scribble with white eyes. He doesn't even have a mouth. He can't really communicate too well. So yeah, don't expect to interpret what he's saying too well. Trust me though, all of his lines do have a meaning. So yeah, maybe turn on captions. I might add captions to translate what he's saying. So who knows? Let's see, who should we do next? Bill. Bill's the dollar bill. He's a simple guy. He's pretty egotistical a lot of the time and thinks he's more valuable than he is. He's kind of rich, of course, because why not have a money-based character who's rich? Why not have that as one of your characters? I did not steal this from an animated and inanimate battle, okay? I did not steal this character. I did not steal Gold Nugget. Do not accuse me of this. He's kind of just less of a jerk than Gold Nugget. He means well, but he's also really selfish, but he's not aware of that. Next is our big brain genius of the gang, Mustache. He doesn't have arms, but that does not hold back his inventing capabilities. He's British, by the way. This is how I'm gonna voice him. Or maybe like this, something that seems more fancy. But yeah, he's a really good inventor, he's really smart, and uses some strong language. And I don't mean like cuss words like fuck, shit, bitch, dick. I mean more like long words that I do not even know myself, so I'm gonna have to figure out some way to implement them. And words that just seem overall more fancy words, like instead of idiot, he says dunce. Because I don't know what else to do here. He's British, I don't know what else to say. Is that everybody? Is that all 20 of them? Well, let me check. Okay, so I think this is the last one. I don't know, though. I'll have to double check. Clay, he was heavily based on Clayton from The Amazing World of Gumball, but with a different personality. He was initially pure red, but he's a rainbow blob of clay. And he can shapeshift, of course. So he can shapeshift other characters into objects. Like inanimate objects, not like the characters' objects. But like, you know, he's easily startled, but he knows how to get the job done when he needs to. Okay, now to check to see if that's everyone. Alright, yeah, that's everyone. So that's all our contestants and our hosts, of course. Excuse me, I haven't been doing well lately. But there's, of course, a lot of contestants. This is gonna take a couple months to release. I'm gonna work at both parts of the first episode so I can release them close to each other. And then I'll release episode 2. So make sure to subscribe for when it comes out. Yeah, so have fun waiting, I guess. You'll also be voting in Google Forms, so I'm telling you how the voting works now. So every episode will have a Google form and linked in the description. And you'll get instructions in these episodes, so don't worry if you missed this one. It's not like you won't know how to vote, because it'll be explained. I love use Stick's voice for this. So basically, you just have to vote in the comments. Find out who you want to get rid of. You only vote for one person, though. So make sure your vote is absolutely sure. You're also going to have to fill out a little part that says why you want them eliminated. Why you want them eliminated. And you can even leave your name. And if you leave your name, you have a chance of being shouted out in the episode and having your little comment called out on who should be eliminated. So I guess have fun with that. Vote. I guess. I don't know. Bye! Alright, I'm back. That was Stick's voice, if you couldn't tell. I'm a fucking idiot, aren't I? Anyways, yeah, so that was all the contestants, the host, how voting will work. It works basically just like BFDI in a nutshell. But yeah, I hope you have fun watching, and I'll see you guys when it comes out. I'll do it out of this videos before it comes out.